Welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial we would like to show you how you can create an FTP account in cPanel. Click on FTP accounts. The next screen we can create a login name and we can create a password. We can create it by using a password generator, or we can type the password ourselves. Important is to make a strong password. As you can see, my sample is not so strong, so make sure you have a strong password. The next thing is, if you just want to have a directory to share, you can leave it as it is. If you're really making the FTP account for uploading items to your website, make sure it ends on public HTML as shown. You can choose a quota, like 10 megabytes, or you can have the quota unlimited and then click on Create FTP Account. The account is created. Now important is we need to connect a FTP client to the web server. So we'll click on Configure FTP Client, and in there we can see the manual settings on how to connect to our FTP server. So I will copy that and I will use it to show it in FileZilla and in CyberDuck for Mac. So I'm copying that and I have it pasted in my little text document, so that once I go and connect it through the FTP client, I have my settings at hand and my password at hand. So the next is connecting through Windows FileZilla. Using the FileZilla FTP client for Windows, we'll open up the FileZilla client and we'll open up the site manager at the left top. There we create a new FTP site and we give it a description like my FTP site. What we'll need is we'll need to fill in the host name, the protocol, encryption, login type, user, password, and account. And we've got that all saved in this text document that we copied in cPanel. So we start with the host name, which is the same as the FTP server. Copy that and I'll paste it. The protocol is FTP. The encryption is, we could use plain FTP, but more secure is the explicit FTP over TLS. That's an encrypted connection. Once we connect, we could get a little notification about a security certificate, because that's necessary for the encryption. You can allow that. Then the login type, change that to account. User is FTP username, we'll copy that and paste that. The password, which we created, copy that and paste that. And the account is a description, so my FTP account will do. Click on OK, and then we have the site manager, my FTP site, and I click on that. And as you can see, it's then connecting to the web server. I can then start dragging from the local site to the remote site my, for instance, images or web pages from left to right, which means I'm uploading, and that is how you can connect the FileZilla FTP client to upload items on your web server. Using the CyberDuck FTP client for Apple Macintosh, we'll need the credentials that we copied from the cPanel, and in CyberDuck we click the left bottom, the plus, to add a new bookmark. We give it a nickname like FTP account to recognize our account, and the file transfer protocol we'll choose to use explicit authentication TLS. That makes it a secure encrypted connection. The server is the FTP server, and we'll copy that from our document. and paste it in the server box. The username is FTP username, and we'll paste that again. Basically, in this window, we're now done. There's no window for a password. That will be asked when we make the connection, so we'll get to that. We now have the bookmark, and we can simply double click the bookmark, and it asks for or notifies us about a certificate, and we can always trust that that's the security certificate. You will need to type your password here, which is your system password. And it's trying to authenticate. Remember, we didn't put a password in, so it will give us a login failed. So we now can copy the password and paste it in the password box and log in. It's now successfully logged in. As you can see, we're connected to the web server, and now with our Finder we can just drag and drop files from our Finder, like website.html, a web page, or images that we would like to have on our website, and we can simply upload them by dragging them from our Finder window to the FTP window. After you're done, click on Disconnect